Chapter 8 of the Infinity Saga, Thor: The Dark World, directed by Alan Taylor. I'm gonna go as quick as possible. It's got the returning cast of the last one. I all know the plot to this. Month or year after the first Avengers movie, something happens with Natalie Portman, and Thor has to bring her to Asgard. And I'll be honest, while this film is not as this is often regarded as the worst MCU film, and I will say this, while it's not as bad as Iron Man 3, and definitely not as bad as the Incredible Hulk. It's not as bad as the Incredible Hulk Iron Man 3. Still as disposable as those two movies, and it's just as forgettable as those two movies. I like this movie miles better than those other ones, but honestly, just not as good as the first movie was. And I'm not a big fan of the first Thor movie, but it's still watchable at times. There are some good things about this movie, mainly Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston being the only likable ones of the cast, and the cinematography is pretty good. This was the third one shot with anamorphic lenses, and the production design is also pretty cool, and the Ryan Tyler score. But there's all problems with the film, mainly the plot, which feels like a boring disposable Game of Thrones episode. A coincidence being this is from a guy who actually directed episodes of Game of Thrones. And, the villain was terrible, and I like Christopher Eccleston a lot, but he's just not good in the movie. And, Natalie Portman just became a MacGuffin, and something weird happens. I'm just gonna finish it. I'll just say it, long story short. Not as bad as Incredible Hulk, not as bad as Iron Man 3, still is just better than those other two, but still is disposable, not as good as the first Thor movie. It's pretty forgettable, so I give it 2 out of 4 stars, a C. So Thor: The Dark World, do you still think this is the worst one? Because, come on, is it worse than Iron Man 3? Let me know downstairs in the comments below, and until next time,